We are about to watch a movie, cinema. You see, 5th place TS Galaxy with 34 points after 27 games will play Orlando Pirates on the 17th. 6th place Amazulu with 34 points after 27 games will play Orlando Pirates on the 24th. 7th place Polokwane City with 33 points after 26 games will play Cape Town City and Kaizer Chiefs. And last but not least, 8th place Chippa United will play Marumo Gallants, and they have 27 games and only 30 points. Why is it significant for Kaizer Chiefs? Well, it's significant because if they win their next 2 games and Pirates do beat Galaxy and beat Amazulu, and they, Kaizer Chiefs, beat Polokwane City, by the way, who have a goal difference of -4. Even if Polokwane City were to win one of their other games against Cape Town City, they will be at 36 points, and then Kaizer Chiefs wins against Sekhukhune, and then they win against Polokwane City, will be tied with Polokwane City at 36 points, and now would have to get a better goal difference, because as it stands right now, as you can see, Kaizer Chiefs have a goal difference of -7, and if they were to win their games, maybe 2-0 and 1-0, that goal difference shrinks by -3 to become -4. And the Polokwane City, if we do beat them, that means will also affect their goal difference. So it's still possible for Chiefs to finish within the top 8. So how do they beat Sekhukhune United and Polokwane City? But let's stop with Polokwane. Let's start with Sekhukhune because they're up next. Well, this video is exactly about that. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Bilo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. In goal, Brandon Peterson. Of course, Upiza came on against the previous team by the name of Orlando Pirates. I just call them the previous team, the previous victims. We beat Pirates, of course, in case you forgot. But we're not there today. Where we are is the fact that Brandon Peterson came on in the game that I had described as the most important game in Kaizer Chiefs' history, because it was going to break the 10 years of drought. And Peterson came on, and it was like he'd been playing all along. So Uvuma did say that he was disappointed by the fact that he didn't get to play in the final. But come on, dude. If we're being honest, you're given a lot of chances, you kind of screwed the pooch, right? You just messed it up for yourself. You had it, man. It was here in your hands. So you did this to yourself. I'm sorry. Right back position. Obviously, Kaizer Chiefs have been not linked. There are reports, strong reports, that they are currently assessing a right back, and it's most likely that they are going to sign him, because as it stands right now, we remember in January they did fail to sign a right back. But we are going to talk about right backs, and the right backs being signed when the time is right. For now, the one that we have is Dylan Solomons, who's going to play. Most important thing for him tomorrow is the fact that there's Ukeleto Magalwa, who just won Player of the Month award, and that means he will be coming out for blood against Kaizer Chiefs, because he was linked with Chiefs and he never materialized because Chiefs explained that they never wanted. Well, they didn't say they never wanted him. They just said they were not signing him. So yeah, he will be coming out for blood, and he still wants to continue scoring goals and impressing, because remember also, players specifically want to impress when they play against Kaizer Chiefs, and they know that Kaizer Chiefs will be on the market, so they want to give them the front view of what they might be getting should they be signing them. Which then brings us to the centre back pairing. Kwinika stays, of course, but he will have a new partner, because there was a choke slam to Nkota last week, and then our captain, the vice captain rather, Inacio Miquel, got suspended as a result, because he got, I think that was his 5th yellow card, so he won't be available for this game. So Dove will play alongside him. But what about left back? Left back, of course, is going to be Bradley Cross. He got a red card in the Soweto derby, so he served his suspension because it was 2 yellow cards. It wasn't a straight red, it was yellow then yellow, so he will be available again to play in the left back position. Which brings us to midfield. Can I say this? It feels to me as if Utabo Tele is currently carrying an injury. Like in the Soweto derby, was taken off because of that injury. Against Sundowns was taken off because of that same injury. It seems like right now he's just trying to push himself until the end of the season. And as much as I appreciate that, my problem with players carrying injuries and trying to be strong for the team is that they just get. Who totally played for like 3-4 months with his knee heavily bandaged, and I was like, this worries me, and eventually ended up being taken out for the remainder of the season. So I would like to see Ucele continue play, but also I would not like to see Ucele missing the first few months of the next season just because we're trying to get to the top 8 and then he just messes up the plans for the next season. I hope that he's fully fit, because there is always Umshini to play in his role right now if he's not fully fit, Ucele. But if they think he's fit, or he also wants to play, because it's likely that he wants to play and see this whole thing season out, then he plays. I think that he's still going to need to play alongside Yusuf Mart. Yes, I know. Ucele has a better chemistry with Ungcobo, but we'll talk about Ungcobo in a second. But the thing is, if my suspicions are true that he's carrying that knock, then he won't be doing much running. So he needs someone to be his legs, someone who's going to be covering ground, someone who's going to be doing those tackles and marking. And then his focus is to just help us progress the ball forward. To who? Then you can play Ngcobo as a number 10, because we've already established that Ngcobo and Cele have a very good chemistry. But they Sereno, and Sereno is so good. He is so good, but he's also extremely short-tempered in games that mean a lot to us. Like against Sundowns, like all the games that we've played against Sundowns, Usirino almost got sent off. I think he got sent off in one of them. Did he? I'm not sure, but he has gotten a red card before, because he's just hot-headed, Usirino, and when there is pressure, he gets pissed off. And players, if I'm a coach, I'm telling my team, except target Usirino, he's gonna get mad. And he doesn't just get mad at the opposition, he also gets mad at the referees, and he talks to the referees. And I don't want that. I don't want to have to stress about a 34-year-old who's failing to control himself. Yes, himself. Yeah. English is not my mother, and while I'm here, please do make sure to subscribe to the channel. Which brings us to the left wing position. Of course, this is not debatable. Pule Modi. Of course, who else did you think I was gonna say? No one else. There's no one else there. And this brings us to the final two positions, which is the striker and the right wing position. Now, in the previous game, we saw that the coach played Ulilepo more centrally, and there's a reason for that. You see, in the game against Sundowns, even the one that we lost 1-0, where Ripero scored that beautiful goal, Butilo, this guy Ulilepo, was the one who was on the right, and then Utuba was central. And then Ulilepo kept on coming from the right central to come and press from the right central, but he was doing it so slow, and that Sundown sometimes were finding ways to play passes through the middle or even in the side Ulilepo. So the coach now changed the whole thing and made Ulilepo be the one who's now central, and then Utuba can do all the running inside, from outside to in. But now I think that we're playing against a team who are, of course, clear of us, fourth on the table. We can't catch up with them, but I don't think there are qualities like the quality of Mamelodi Sundowns or the quality of Orlando Pirates that will now start saying, let's play a pressing game of Modi going back and being the fifth man, and then the three midfielders, and then that. No, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that this is the game where Chiefs is either going to press with the 4-2-4 or a 4-4-2, which then means Ulilepo can still stay on the right side, and then you can keep Utuba as the number 9, because also Utuba, I find him more effective with scoring goals if he's central, putting pressure centrally. Abo Modi can then assist, but keep Utuba central and see him score goals for us. But what do you guys see? Do you think that Kaizer Chiefs will use the energy and the gusto of the fans? Because fans will be there wanting to celebrate with them in Polokwane. So I think that they can really get over the line, because there is now motivation, and we've seen that it seems like they play in these games that are big occasions, right? Against Pirates, against Sundowns, big occasions. And now, winning one of these games between Sekhukhune and Polokwane City gets us in the top 8. But winning both of them doesn't just get us in the top 8. It potentially gets us to be number 5 on the log. And funny enough, if we're number 5 on the log, our very first game in the MTN8 will be against Sekhukhune United. Yeah. Anyways, what do you guys think? Do let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you have subscribed. And until next time, remember, Khosi aliphela umoya.